Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, if you're stopping by, if you're swinging by, and you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Karina, also known as OMG Lashes, and if you are a returning viewer, then welcome back. So today's video is going to be the best matte medium to full coverage affordable drugstore foundations. I will also be including two foundations that are not available at the drugstore, but they do have a drugstore price and you can buy them online. So there's really not much to this intro. So grab your notes, grab your cafecito, grab your blankets, get cozy, get comfy, sit back and relax, enjoy the video, and let's go ahead and start with the best matte drugstore foundations at an affordable price. Are you ready? Okay, so let's go ahead and start because I have a few foundations in front of me. I don't have a whole lot because as I was doing some shopping, I realized, you know what, there's not a lot of matte drugstore foundations. So we're just gonna go at the ones that are really good. First up is an OG. If you've been wearing makeup for the past even 10 years, you have to be familiar with this foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily Skin Foundation. Now this contains a clay. Now the clay is what makes this foundation be matte but have that soft like feel to the skin. It doesn't cling on to dry patches. It mattifies the skin. It refines the pores, and the best thing is that it has a seamless natural finish. This is medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to full coverage. My shade is 228 soft tan. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but this foundation is just one of my absolute favorites when I want something that's very lightweight on the skin, not too heavy, breathable, but it still has a beautiful matte finish. This is the one that I go to, and this isn't going to be too matte, so this is perfect for oily to combination skin. And I'm going to turn off my phone because it will keep going off. So this is the first one that I wanted to mention because again, it's just an OG, and I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother has tried this foundation at some point. They also have a dewy version if you are dry skin, but I am oily with large pores, so for me this is it. Next up is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is a mattifying second skin effect foundation, and I am in the shade Camel Beige. This claims to last up to 24 hours. I have never tested it for that long, and I don't want to test it because that sounds like my skin would just die the next day. But this foundation is so lightweight. It feels so nice on the skin. I'm actually wearing it right now. It is oil free, which makes it amazing if you are extra oily. It's just super smooth. It hides your imperfections. If you suffer from a lot of textured skin, this is going to be your go-to foundation. It just really gives you a clean canvas. It just looks like you have a filter on your skin. So I'd really like this one and how smooth it looks. This one retails for $11. I know that this is mainly available at Ulta. I don't know what other drugstores this may be available at, but Catrice is amazing with this foundation. It does have a little dropper application, which I personally like because I feel like you get a better control on how much product you dispense. We love this foundation, and if you're an oily skin girl, you're going to love this. Next up is the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. This is the, what's it called? The Conceal and Perfect Smooth Finish Foundation. This has a retail price of $10.99. Now, this is a cream to powder formula, just like it says. And the best thing is that this is a buildable coverage foundation. So you can actually either wear it alone or you can pile it on top of your foundation to create an even more full coverage look. I really like this foundation. I wouldn't say that this is the most matte coverage or the most matte finish foundation out of the ones that I have here, but it's definitely up there. If you don't have as oily skin, I think you're really going to enjoy this liquid to powder formula. I do find that I do have to set this foundation even though it is a cream to powder formula, but for me personally, I just like that extra matte finish, so I do go in with powder anyway with any foundation that I'm using, and this one just looks so flawless on the skin. I really like this foundation. With Milani, they don't have a lot of shade ranges, at least with this one foundation, so if you can can find something that matches you, I highly suggest for you to look into this foundation. A lot of people were saying that this is a dupe for the Kat Von D Good Apple foundation, and it's pretty close, but I wouldn't say that it's a dupe. And then you guys are wondering what shade I am. It is 245 Warm Beige. Up next is another OG. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This one is in the shade 106 Sun Beige. This foundation as well claims to have a 24-hour wear, which again, I don't know how true that is. Now this one has more of a demi matte finish, and on the back it claims to be waterproof, sweat resistant, transfer resistant, and the color stays true, which means that it doesn't oxidize, and I do have to agree with that. This is also a medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to be full coverage. This is probably one of my favorite finishes of foundations because it is so lightweight and it's so airy on the skin. So again, if you just suffer from excess oily skin, first of all, you probably need to change your skincare routine. If your skin is just excessively oily, it just means that something in your skincare routine isn't working well. But anyways, this foundation is great for that. Super affordable, and they do have, I think, about 20 some shades. This one's actually too light for me. My shade is 108. It has more of a neutral undertone, so I just have this one in my drawer. But another great foundation if you are looking for something a little bit more lightweight, a little something that is not so matte, but it's still going to give you that semi-matte finish. L'Oreal, tried and true, and again, it's just an OG. These are the two foundations that I quickly wanted to shout out because these are just amazing. They have that beautiful full coverage matte finish. The first one is the Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation by SheGlam. This one is in the shade Sand, and I believe this is the one that matches me perfectly. Either sand or golden, one of the two shades. I will list them both for you down in the description box down below. SheGlam is the sister brand from Shein, which is that huge clothing line. You guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, SheGlam has really good quality products actually. And when I tried this foundation out, I was like, what? I even got my sister hooked on it. This is more full coverage, so you don't need as much product. It's $9. It has a beautiful matte finish. This one is very comparable to the NARS, the matte foundation, the one that's kind of new. I don't know if I have it up here, but that one is very similar to this, where it has that extremely matte finish. So if you do want something even more matte, I highly suggest for you to go with this one. It's one of my absolute favorite foundations. The other one that I wanted to mention is the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation. Now this is medium to full coverage. This foundation is amazing. It's like an airbrushed foundation. My shade is FS 5.0, and what I love about Beauty Creations is that they're very helpful on their website to match your skin tone. So if you know your undertones, I am more of a neutral undertone, and it was just so easy for me to match myself. It's beautiful. It's medium to full coverage. It has that nice semi-matte finish. It's not thick, it's not too heavy, and it just looks beautiful, and it wears beautiful. It also is very long wearing, which is another plus, and I think this one's like $10, something like that. Definitely under 15, and so worth the money, you guys. I love this foundation so much. Last but not least has to be Covergirl. Covergirl is one of my favorite brands. I feel like they have a lot of products to offer, but my favorite things from them has to be their foundation. This one in particular is just one of my favorites. It is the True Blend Matte Made Foundation. Now this claims to have a 12-hour wear, and again, I haven't tried that. If you have, let me know in the comment section down below. But this has a comfortable matte finish formula. It is oil free, and the best thing is that it's not cakey. The only foundation that I can say that it might get a little bit cakey would have to be the Milani, again because it has more of that cream to powder finish, so it can get a little bit funky sometimes, but if you use the right application and set it nicely, then you shouldn't have any issues with that. But this one's lightweight, it's breathable, it's long wearing, and it has a comfortable finish to it. Again, it's not overly drying, but it doesn't have a dewy finish, obviously. So one of my favorites, super affordable, and they also have a few different shades, I believe. They have about 36 shades, which that is pretty awesome. They are cruelty free, and the best thing is that you can find them at Ulta, at Walmart, Walgreens, Targets, you name it. So that is it, you guys. I think those are all the foundations that I wanted to mention. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. These are the best foundations currently at the drugstore. I feel like we definitely need more foundations, but this is what's available right now. So these may not be anything new, but just in case somebody is looking for a new foundation and you're oily, or if you're new to makeup, then here you go. I hope you guys made a list of some new products. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all, and until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!